All right. My name is Keelan McDonald. I'm from Ireland, and I do game art at Teesside. Going into year 3 now. Anyway, so um, what is street skating to me? Well, when you think about skateboarding, to me, it's obviously you just ride on a normal board, but the difference between like just skateboarding and street skating is when you pretty much turn the streets into a playground. Like when you're riding around or cruising or even just looking around, and you're just constantly on the lookout and seeing, oh, there's a ramp, or there's something I can jump, or there's something I can grind. It's just a way of skateboarding anywhere you go. Like to me, skateboarding, like street skateboarding, was my original introduction to skateboarding. Like it wasn't really vert per se; it was mainly street. That's just what I always thought. I thought it was insane. The stuff were just people were just riding around going wherever they wanted, but like ollieing up stuff and doing flips off stuff and manning and grinding and everything of anything they wanted, like but just pure finesse and ease. So that to me was just always what brought me to street skating. So I would say, what is street skating? It is making the anywhere you go, the street wherever it is, your playground.
Cool. Yeah. So my name's Harsha Singh Saran. Yes, that's my full name. Might also put that in the documentary. Um, I am from London, and street skating to me is, I'd say it. It's become very like important to me in my life. I would say because I have used it a lot, and I don't realize it often because it's come to the point where I'd use skating to in everyday life. I started using it to the point where a 1 minute walk like to my uni lectures, I'd end up using that as a excuse to skate. I started using everything that I was using before to walk to. I would just instead pick up my skateboard and go along with that, especially when it was with my friends and we were going out because all my friends around me were using their skateboards as well, and then we would end up going out and about to the shops, seeing sights and skating in different places, and we would always take our skateboards. And I've definitely used it more as a form of transport, I guess you could say, like how someone might use a bike to get about. But at the same time, you obviously do have the aspect of it where you do tricks and things like that. um I'm not too fond of learning tricks. I've always enjoyed the riding side of things, like learning to go faster and know my board more. And I feel like once I do have that stronger comfort on my skateboard, I will be more for learning tricks. But I've never really been into it. I can slightly do an ollie, but it's never been something that I want to aim for.
Hello, my name is Kit Woods. I am from Everingham, which is a little village near York, near where Harry lives. I've been skating for about 3 years now, but only kind of picked it up in the last year or so. Street skating is my main method. Yeah, I use street skating as a way to get around, a way to interact with my friends. We have obviously the skater boys that are at university, and we kind of venture out not just in the same spots, but we'll like go to far away spots, but use the skateboarding as transportation. We have a lot of spaces, a lot of spots around Middlesbrough. So we have like the Bottle, we have Beach, we have Wormhole, which is like kind of way out near the stadium. We have loads of them, and that's kind of like how we mark our way around and like know where we are.
I'm Ollie Russian. I am 20 years old. I'm from East Burgold, Suffolk, and I've been skating for about 3/4 of a year. I mainly tend to stick to street skating, which is, in my opinion, trying to skate in a way that incorporates everything around you into its own skate park. So you make the world your own skate park. Any kind of terrain of town or anything. So being able to persistently stay on your board and continue to go anywhere, no matter what obstacles are in the way, be able to cover the ground. Some of the spots I like Albert Park is a good spot because not only is it you've got great areas if you want to cruise around just on a skateboard, but also near the center there's a good area of kind of flat ground, which is really good for just drilling ollies, kick flips, frontside 180s, and there are steps you can go down to practice as well. Definitely going to the Transporter Bridge as well. There are some really nice little areas, and Transporter Bridge itself, you got benches and stuff if you want to practice dropping in. And I kind of like Uni Campus as well, because the ground is really smooth there, and you can go insanely fast. Preston Skate Park is great if you want to practice dropping in there. I'm still kind of building up to doing bigger drop-ins, but even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, it's something that I imagine if I was to learn how to and get the confidence to do massive drop-ins, I'd find just as fulfilling as like landing an ollie, just because it's something that scares me so much.
Yes!
I know. So with different types of skating, I know that there like primarily is street skating and vert skating. But I feel like within those it does change a lot because with vert skating, there's loads of different obstacles and things like that. Like you can do grinding, you can hop onto things, hop off things, you can drop in. And these are things that I've never really done as well. But with street skating, people use it as a way to just, get about, or they might, find a spot on the street, or as they go along on the street, they'll do tricks. So there's a lot of ways you can treat skating, but and that obviously depends on the different types of boards you use. So there's trick boards. Like I'd say there's three types of boards, and there's trick boards, cruisers, and longboards. There's obviously so many more. Like you can get electric ones, you can get, I don't know, so many different shapes and ways that they work to improve a certain aspect of your skating. Obviously, if you use a trick board, then it'll be better for tricks. If a cruiser, it'll be better for cruising and just going along on a long road and things like that. And longboards, same thing, but they're more easier to balance on because they're bigger. Got this on my birthday, or for my birthday in November. But yeah, so it's just a normal trick board. I think it's like 8.25 inches wide. Yeah, this is what you use to do ollies, kick flips, things like that. I can slightly do an ollie. You could see where my attempts. You could just see all the attempts been made on this thing. It's just being destroyed, and yeah. But this one, my favorite one, called Madrid. um, This is a cruiser, as you can see from like you can see the shape's different. It's got like a pointier front, and the wheel placement's different, and things like that. Like it just seems more aerodynamic. But yeah, this is a cruiser. I think I got this for Christmas. It was given to me by family, and yeah, it's just quicker, it's faster. I love this board. Love it so much. I'm glad I have it.
I think that the public's opinion on skaters they are very prejudiced towards us when they don't even know who we are. There's kind of like a sort of image around skaters that people really don't like them, or they have, bad tendencies. But we don't, and we just enjoy skateboarding, and yeah, it's just a very social thing. If you carry a skateboard, somebody will either tell you to ollie or kickflip, or they'll probably have a go at you. So yeah, they are very prejudiced towards you.
With us, we kind of can bond quite well very quickly because we instantly have something in common, which is skateboarding. So if like when I first saw Caden with the skateboard, I instantly knew there was like something that I could talk to him about, and kind of going from there, there's always a subject. And because we all love skating, we all want to go out and skate, which causes us to hang out more, get closer, and constantly stay social in a very kind of casual way. And in the same with it being a form of exercise as well, because you don't really think about the fact that you're basically doing a workout when you go out skating just because you enjoy it so much.
When it comes to the shenanigans we get up to, like when you said, I wonder why people don't like us. A lot of times I'm like, I don't get why they don't like us. And then I remember there's a lot of times where there'd be 5 to 7 of us all barreling down the middle of Cleveland Center, which is all tiled, and it just sounds like 7 rockets or like Formula One cars just being shut down because it is so loud. And but we do get up to some funny stuff. Like we do take our skateboarding somewhat seriously. Like I like to practice my tricks, and I like to look like I know how to skate and stuff. But there's a lot of times where like Harry and I will sit down on our boards and go down a hill, just lying down on our boards on our back, just to see how fast or how far that we can go. That is always fun. People always give you like, "What are they doing?"
That was the smoothest fucking thing. How do you do that?
Yeah, of course you do, Dal.
My name's Ashley. I'm from Middlesbrough. and I've been skating for like 6 months. To become a skater, you just need dedication. Yeah, that's it. Dedication. Because you can't stop doing one thing. You have to keep at it. Definitely, yeah.
To become a skateboarder, I think dedication is the main factor. Like I think somebody else has said it as well, but with trick skating, you get knocked down a lot. You don't get it the first try, but practice, and it makes perfect. But dedication, you have to want to skateboard. You have to want to do it hard enough, and then you will.
To people who want to become a skater, I would say that just go for it. For me personally, like I could not skate at all. And there's obviously footage of me in this documentary, and you can see that I can clearly skate now. September and October, those months were like when I was just getting into skating, and I could not skate at all. I didn't know my feet and like where to put them on the board. I couldn't go fast or so slow. I was always falling behind. And now I'm probably like one of the fastest in the group, I would say. In the end, it's just 4 wheels on a piece of wood. Just got to put your feet on it and move. And that's it. There you go.
For what it is to become a skateboarder is simply you don't have to be able to do a triple tray flip backwards, no stall at ground. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to be able to do a triple kick flip, money in, money out. You don't have to do any of that. If you love skateboarding and you practice it and you do skateboard, then that's all it takes. You don't have to be able to do every trick in the book to be a skateboarder. You just have to love skateboarding. That's it.
So I feel the most important thing to become a skater is to definitely to focus at your own rate of learning, and when you see someone who's much better than you, to not be intimidated by it, but to instead let it kind of inspire you to do better, and to be brave enough to kind of ask questions of people who are much better than you, even if like you're terrified to talk to them about it because they're so much better, because they've gone through the whole experience of falling over and everything. And another thing is to learn how to fall in a way. So, because you're eventually going to fall off your skateboard at some point, whether it's your own failing at a trick or a stone or whatever, but being able to kind of fall comfortably that you don't hurt yourself and getting used to that is quite helpful as well.
I ask you about love. They called me a son. You've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Oh my God, put an angel on earth just for you. Could rescue you from the depths of hell, and you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.